I've just had a really interesting phone call with everyone in the entire football community, and all those in positions of kind of responsibility and leadership who have all signed the Mentally Healthy Club Declaration, which is really good news. So we've managed to get the entire football community to sign up to promoting and showing how important mental health is in football, and therefore hopefully in society through fans and things like that. And I think it's shown real leadership that we've got the Heads Up FA Cup final renamed. And I think this season, bear in mind with the pandemic, it's obviously been like a football season like no other. It's actually come at quite a timely moment to have this campaign and this culture kind of declaration going on at a time when I think the country, not just obviously football, the world, is probably going to have some quite serious repercussions to do with mental health going forward. So
I was very lucky. I was very lucky that I was at a club like Manchester United with a manager like Sir Alex Ferguson, with the players that I'd grown up with from age 14 years old, the fans that I had at United, and also, parents and my family, and obviously the friends that I had around me. But still, I think that obviously, 98 was a very difficult time for me. When I look back on it now, I didn't realise how hard it was, but I just remember, the times where I faced the adversity throughout my career. 98 was by far the toughest. For example, obviously when I did get sent off, the first phone call was from Sir Alex Ferguson. The first phone call was from him saying, "Come back to the club. Don't worry, we will look after you." And as soon as I got back to the club, Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson, the fans, there was a ring put around me where, I didn't speak to the media. The manager protected me. Once you're on the field, you have to mentally prepare for that. You have to really understand that, yes, you have your teammates, but that doesn't make you stop thinking, what are they saying about me out, in the crowds? And I think that I went through that, at a very young age. I made a mistake. I made a mistake in 98, and I think the reaction at the time was pretty brutal. I was constantly criticised on the pitch verbally. But like I said at the start of this, times have changed. If social media was around when I was going through, that time in 98, it would have been a whole different story. But I was lucky. I had a support system within Manchester United and the manager and obviously family. But did I feel at the time it was okay to go to someone and say, I need help? No, because like I said, it was a different era. And I just felt that I had to keep it all in and deal with it myself. Whereas now I'm the one that's preaching to my kids and also to other kids that I talk to out there that it's really important to talk. It's really important to say if you're not okay, because like you've said, that this time, more than any time, there'll be a lot of sportsmen, there'll be a lot of footballers that have had 4 or 5 months off, that are coming back into the game, that have been anxious over this time, because I think everyone's gone through a difficult time. But we all know now that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to say that. It's okay to come out and say, I need help.
And David, you touched on it a bit there, obviously with being a dad, but as you're an owner of a football club now, what sort of things will you be setting to make sure that your clubs and your players are well looked after and have this support if they need it?
Without a doubt, obviously my role has slightly changed from obviously being a footballer now to an owner. And it's one thing, being obviously now an owner of a football team, the most important thing to us is that our players feel protected, that the pressures that your modern day athletes have and footballers have are taken care of. That's the most important thing. Of course, we want to be successful, but more importantly than any, we want our players to be looked after.